Another DJ BrewTube Brews review. Today we're going to dive into a new product from our friends at Wild Turkey Distilling Company, or the Campari Group, out of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, USA. Yay, yay! And what new product do we have for them today? We have their Wild Turkey Longbranch. This is a new product for 2018, released in April of 2018. This is a Kentucky Straight Bourbon that's clocking in at 43% ABV or 86 proof. The liquid in this bottle, though, has no age statement on the tag. I suspect maybe because later they're going to blend it or whatever they do to it, but on the neck tag or the little neck card or book here, it says it is, in fact, 8-year-old liquid in the bottle. And the price of this is approximately $40. Could be more, could be less, but approximately $40. Now, the mash bill for our friend here, Wild Turkey Longbranch, is 75% corn, 13% rye, and 12% malted barley. Now, this bourbon has been aged in, charred white oak barrels, just like, bourbon has to be, but it's also been refined or mellowed with white oak and mesquite charcoal to make it different and unique. So, also, what making it different and unique, you're saying, DJ, why do they mellow it on white oak and, mesquite? That's usually not the MO of Wild Turkey. Well, the creative director at Wild Turkey, who is Matthew McConaughey, got up with Eddie Russell, the master distiller there, and said, hey, let's do something special. Let's celebrate my sort of, Texas and Kentucky roots, and of course the strong roots of Kentucky bourbon that shows in Wild Turkey, and make something special and unique. Boom, we got Longbranch. So, you know what, without further ado, let's dive in and talk about the appearance and all this stuff, because I've been waiting to drink this since I bought the bottle this week. So, let's talk about the appearance. It is a gorgeous honey amber color with, man, this looks like wildflower, maybe it's Texas wildflower honey. When I swirl it, tons of alcohol legs begin to tear down on the inside of the glass, just streaming. But man, that looks just like beautiful caramel, or like I say, dark clover honey. Man, looking delicious in the glass. But it's got to smell good too, because you know what? That's a big part of the taste. So let's dive in for that aroma. Big caramel notes. Vanilla, a little bit of citrus in there, getting some cinnamon, maybe some baker spice. Bit of nutmeg in the background. Some tanny woody notes. Woody notes. Bit of smoke maybe in the back end. I don't know if that's smoke or barrel char. I'm not picking out exactly, oh, that's mesquite smoke, like I'm having like a mesquite smoked dinner or something like that, or meat of some sort. Really rounded, sweet side, not like, cloyingly sweet side, but sweet side bourbon aroma. Celebrating tons of caramel and vanilla coming from the wood. That smells delicious. Making my mouth water. I'm ready to dive in for this one, guys. Cheers! Wow. Wow. Right up at front, you get that big, nice kick on that caramel and vanilla sweetness. After that, in the middle of the palate, I'm kind of getting a bit of that like clove-like or baker spice in the middle, with a bit of those nutmeg notes at the side of the tongue. Mild warming in the chest. It's not a big phenolic spirit. There, you're drinking something 86 proof. You're expecting a little burn going down the pipes, but super smooth. Nice oily mouthfeel to it. Let me take another taste here. In the back end, I'm getting some of that smokiness. It's not a big smoke, maybe like you get from Corsair, or if you're drinking like an Isla whiskey, or even the mesquite flavored product that they have from Crown Royal. But man, a really nice, gentle, very balanced bourbon. Man, it leaves a really nice vanilla sweet taste with just a really, really faint, sweet, smoky kind of taste in the back end of your palate. Goes down nice and smooth. I'd have no trouble finishing this dram straight, neat like this. I think I would drink it like that because it's really appealing to my palate. I'm probably going to add a drop of water here just to see how it opens it up, see if it changes the aroma and the flavor or anything. But man, really, really nice represented flavors. And some people that are Wild Turkey fans are going to say, oh, it's got to be 101 proof or whatever. That's my Wild Turkey. If that is, awesome, man. But this is a really tasty drop. Let's put some water here before we keep flapping our gums. This is a little bit of distilled water. I'm going to do about 1 eyedropper. I don't think it needs much more than that to open it up. Give it a bit of a swirl here. Let's see what's up with the aroma now. Considerably more vanilla. Yep, the spices come up. I'm getting a little touch more of that smoke, and it's sweet smoke, like in the back end of the palate. The nose is a little brighter now that I've dropped that in there. It had a heavier, more brooding or sort of aroma. A little bit of water's opened it up a bit and brightened it a bit, but it's not as thick and pronounced. Vanilla, caramel, all those same aromas are there now. They blended out, and the citrus notes that I was getting in the back end are a little brighter, as well as that sweet smoke. Let's dive in and see how the taste has changed. Nice. I think I prefer it without the water. I like that bigger, heavier, maybe a little bit oilier texture to it. That smoothed it out even more. Warming in the chest is pretty much gone, even with that little touch of water. There's only a few drops from the eyedropper there. Man, nice and smooth, very, very gentle warming about here in the chest. The baker spice has died back. The sweet smoke is about the same that I was getting, but really tons of vanilla, caramel, super, super balanced, and the water is actually even giving it like more equilibrium, if that makes sense. Like those flavors have melded together even more. Let me take one more taste and we'll talk about a grade on this. Man, that is easy, pleasurable drinking. The vanilla in the back end is actually more pronounced now. In the middle of the tongue, that baker spice that I was getting, the more it invades your palate as you sip this down, the more pronounced that becomes, and that's a good thing to me because I like that. You know, some of that rye, you can dig out of the flavor as a bourbon, you know, sort of invades your palate and saturates it. Wow, really tasty. So, I think for Wild Turkey fans, if you're a hardcore Wild Turkey fan, you know, you're into, you know, Russell's Reserve, and you're into the 10-year of that, and you're into the, you know, straight, you know, Wild Turkey 101, you know, that kind of thing, you're going to say to yourself, I don't know if this is for me. I want more of that punch. I wish this was higher proof. I wonder what this would be like cask strength. That would be pretty freaking cool because this has got some really nice flavors going on. And I'll bet that smoke would be even, you know, maybe more pronounced. But now that mellowing has kind of taken off that like hard booze bite that you get from Wild Turkey products sometimes. Not all of them. Russell Reserve, like single barrel and all that. I don't get that super hard bite, but like straight up Wild Turkey 101, sometimes you get that. If you're looking for something that's a little more mellow, smoother, easy to drink and kick it, that's less intensive an experience, this is for you. I'm going to go with a 90 on this product. I think it's a solid A-. I would buy this bottle again. It's priced well. I'm surprised this isn't like a $50 bottle, considering they've melded, they've gone through some extra steps, and it's 8 years old. It's got really nice complexity of flavor, whereas maybe with some of the regular Wild Turkey, you don't get that. So maybe if you're in a more contemplative mood, you'll go for this one. So that's my opinion. I think this is a solid 90, grade A- product. If you have had our friend here, Wild Turkey Longbranch, let me know what you know, because I like to quid pro quo the back and forth. I also really like it when you do me a great big favor and think locally, drink locally, and support the craft spirits movement and the craft beer movement too. Why the hell not? Because you know what? Whiskey is my wingman, and it's my wingman tonight because this has been one hell of a week. I've earned this freaking bourbon. Trust me, guys. Anywho, if you could also do me a big favor, and if you get around to it, rate, comment, subscribe, especially if this is your first time with us, and if you have the opportunity, you know, push those Google sort of ratings and metrics and all that shiznit up, and you know what you gotta do. Smash that like button, because that, along with only 1 dram, is all I'm gonna need of Wild Turkey Longbranch to put my big-ass happy face on. So the next DJs BrewTube, I got nothing but a bunch of bourbon drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big-ass peace out!